KMS Squared just came out with two new UFO press lights, the UFO RC for the RCBS Pro Checker 5 and 7 and the UFO 1100 for the Dillon Super 1050 and RL 1100. In this video, we're going to do two things. We're going to get hands-on with both of these lights, and I'm going to tell you how you can save 10% on all UFO press lights. Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. I always like to show you all new products, and these two UFO press lights are a great example. I use UFO press lights exclusively here at Ultimate Reloader. Veteran-owned business, designed in the USA, USA company, great products, great illumination, and they're custom tailored for specific presses. This is two great examples. We've got the UFO RC for the RCBS Pro Checker 5 and Pro Checker 7. These presses share the same frame. The biggest difference is the tool head and the shell plate and the accompanying parts. They can be converted for 5 or 7 station operation. Really cool press, cool package, and this is the first commercially viable press light designed specifically for the Pro Checker 5 and Pro Checker 7. Let's go over here to Dillon. The Dillon Super 1050 and RL 1100 are premier presses used for semi-commercial production. And here we have perhaps the best light that's available for this specific press, and again, custom designed by KMS Squared for the 1100. Now, this is great news because both of these presses I was just about to get out for stories that are upcoming on the channel. Great time to add some illumination, and that's what we're going to do next. We're going to get these two lights out of the packages. We'll see everything that's included. Let's start with the RC light kit. We've got the instructions and product information. We've got the power adapter. So this plugs straight into the wall, and it's got the jack that is kind of universal to this system. I've got the toggle switch, we've got mounting hardware, and then we've got the actual light strip itself. Okay, moving over to the 1100 UFO light. Just like with the other one, here we've got our instruction sheet, color photos guiding you through the process of the installation. That is a plus. I don't know, there's something about color photos that makes it easier to tell kind of what's going on in the pictures. Same adapter, same toggle switch. The actual light strip itself, looks like we've got an extension, and then we've got some additional mounting hardware and prep equipment. Okay, so that is the contents of the packages. Next, I'm going to get going with the RC. The UFO RC install is done. This is pretty cool. I started by scuffing and using acetone to completely scuff and clean the bottom surface. This is kind of a half moon install over on this side right here. If we turn this off and on, you can see there's just a ton of light there. So once you get that adhered, you peel off the backing, stick it on, and you've got the pigtail coming back this way. Included with the kit are these two 3D printed clips. These slip over the spacers that are on the back of the primer slide guide. And there's basically little clip areas that hold the wire, and it doesn't matter how hard you tug on this wire, it's solid. It's not based on adhesive. This is a mechanical interface, which is really nice. So you loosen these 3 Allen screws, pull back the entire primer slide guide, slip on the clips, clip the wire through, add the switch, and then add the power adapter to your 110 volt AC if you're in the US, power configuration, and you're done. This does provide a lot of light. I'm really glad to have that on the Pro Checker 5, and I have another one for my Pro Checker 7. So I am set. That's this light. Now on to the RL 1100. The RL 1100 light is on, and as you can see, it does provide a ton of light. This is going to be super helpful. I'm pumped. I started by removing the powder measure. I removed the tool head, flipped the tool head upside down. Then you can see the area where you're working, and it would be very difficult to get this on how the ram is situated with the tool head. I do believe it's possible, but it doesn't take very long to take the tool head off. I scuffed the area where the light strip sticks to. I used acetone again to degrease it. Then I degreased it again, and then I degreased it a third time and stuck it on so that the end of the strip goes between stations number 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 and 6, right next to the powder measure. I reinstalled the tool head, and then before putting the powder measure back in place, you slip this little 3D printed blue wire guide over the top of the powder die. It's kind of ingenious how that fits together. Okay, then you're going to come down here. There's another little wire guide down here that screws over this stud right here. Plug it into the switch. There's actually an extension right here too because of how tall the press is here. And then the toggle switch plugs into the AC adapter, and boom, we are set and ready to go. So both of these presses now have a lot of extra light. Like I said, I've got reloading and shooting stories coming up here shortly that are going to involve both. So if you're looking for a light, KMS Squared, UFO Press light, USA company, you can't beat it. And 10% off with the UR10 coupon code. What kind of UFO Press light are you running on your press? Drop a comment and let's start a discussion. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make your voice heard. If you have something to say, please drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications because you're not going to want to miss the awesome content that is coming up. And finally, flex your reloading pride. You could look great in one of these t-shirts. We've got multiple designs at the Ultimate Reloader store. I'll see you later because I'm off to go shooting.